You're still perfecting things, but it's a lot more, you run the dance and the choreographers are like, this is all your notes, and you kind of come to rehearsal with a notebook and you write it all down, and it's really up to you to take those notes and to think about them outside of rehearsal and come back and not get the same note twice. So that way we're constantly moving forward instead of having to take time and clean things and go over things a bunch of times. It's like you get the note once and you're expected to fix it.
There's a little bit more pressure as to the specifics, and time is running out.
Yeah, normally how Joan likes to run rehearsal is she'll start with notes from the last run, and then when she's giving notes, oftentimes you'll stand up into the space and go through that particular moment she's talking about. It's usually just the etiquette of the rehearsal. And then when you do a full run, you try and embody those corrections in that next run. And she'll take notes during that run also and give them to you. So today we did 2 runs, so it was a round of notes, a run, another round of notes, a run, and then we do it again the next day.
We're done with the learning and exploration process, and it's more into cleaning and trying to figure out where we are going to be in the space. It's definitely a little bit more serious because the performance is coming up really quickly, but it also is really exciting in anticipation for the opening night.
Yeah, when we move into the theater, it's different. The choreographer has a different focus on what they're looking for in the piece.
You're used to practicing in our rehearsal space, and moving to the studio is definitely a different atmosphere, but it's definitely a little bit more exciting because it gets you more excited to open the show, as we've been in the rehearsal space for the past 4 months. But you also have to be really thinking about taking care of yourself as the floor isn't sprung.
So there's a lot more potential risk for injury, and so you just really have to be taking care of your body.
Making sure to do all your warm-ups and everything like that to make sure your body stays healthy. So in that sense, it becomes a little bit more challenging, but it's also a lot more exciting since the show is closer.
I think there's a lot of stress put on some people. You could get a lot of fatigue.
It can be challenging, especially this semester that we have the last show of the season. So we've been rehearsing since the first week of school.
Running the piece full out every single rehearsal can be a little bit exhausting, but it's also really rewarding as we're getting better at it every single time that we're running the piece.
I am excited just to see how everything is going to turn out from the first time of rehearsal to performance-wise.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm at a good place in both of my pieces, and so are the choreographers, which feels really good.
The skirt broke tonight, which was a little stressful, but I feel like it's good to get that stuff out of the way, and then they can fix it and kind of get out any kinks. It's better now than it is like dress rehearsals or opening night or stuff like that. So overall, I feel good. I'm really excited to get into the studio theater and see how the spacing goes and how the dances are in there, because that's kind of the moment where you get really excited about everything kind of finally coming together, is when you're in the space.
Bruno just hurt his wrist.
Yep.
I'm getting over a shoulder injury, so there's a lot going on, but we're surviving and we're going to put on a great show.